Welcome back to the Tidy Maker. This is Mike coming at you with the weekly news and review for July 5th, 2026. Of course, it's still the 4th for me. All the fireworks, just hearing fireworks as I'm working on all this, but there's no ball dropping. That happened last night. Dropping the ball in Times Square. But let's get into some news. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July and enjoyed the 250th and my celebration. My family, we're all getting together on Sunday. It's going to be fun. But there's a lot of great Transformers news this week. All kinds of fun stuff. There's allegedly supposed to be, and I don't have a whole lot of information, just throw it in here and I'm going to move on. But a new Thundercats movie, live action, in the works. I'm going to be kind of watching Mega J Retro with his updates on this and see what happens. That'd be pretty awesome if it does come true. We do have Super 7 with their next Ultimates Silverhawks Wave. I've made a whole video about this, but I've got more. I have information. I'll just put it like that. I have information, stuff that I've looked at and noticed. Also, some wrestling news. I actually saw these in person. I didn't realize how big they were. I mean, it's a compliment. It's a "that's what she said" moment right there. But am I looking at the same thing at Target as these are? But again, I'm not in on the wrestling. Then I gotta say, Boss Fight Studio, they are doing a great job with these Hero Hacks figures, 1/18 scale, 3.75 inch. We'll talk a little bit about that. I got Batman statue. I have stuff to say about this with the Mexico stuff that's going on right there. And then also there's some Star Wars. There's other stuff. That was just a firework. There's some MOTU stuff I didn't put in this intro. There's Street Fighter stuff I didn't put in this intro. There's so much other stuff going on. I can't cram it all. I don't want this to be a 5-minute intro. So let's get into this coming up. All right, what's new at Showzy Store? We got the 3.0 Future GPX Cyber Formula Variable High Action, High Spec United Future GPX Cyber Formula Asurada Siren. This is a car for $400, $70 down, and it's made of ABS POM PVC die-cast zinc alloy. It says it's 2.2 inches tall, comes with driver figure base. It requires 3 AAA batteries, AG13 × 3 not included, first quarter 2027. Very interesting. That was made by 3.0. This here is made by 3.0 also, and this is called the Mobile Police Path Laborer Robo Dow Griffin Aqua Unit version. Now this is $30 down. It's $190, and it's got some die cast in it also. It's 8.9 inches tall, 4 pairs of interchangeable hands, and it has an action stand and pilot figure Bud Renard Harkin. Did I say that right? I harkened that correctly, but very interesting stuff I don't usually see. All right, what's coming in stock right now is the Kits Concept 172nd Macross Recon Pod. It was a little pricier than I expected. It's $165, but I am still going to get it because I know that's cheaper than buying a vintage one, technically. I'm really curious what they do differently. It looks like they do a lot differently, actually. So, very fascinating, very fun. And there's not a lot of stuff made for Robotech. It's one of those things that if you pass on it, the secondary market is far more brutal when it comes to Robotech than it is on Fans Toys figures. Magic Square Legends Scale Motormaster is coming into stock, and it's 110. So I don't think that's too bad, because I was thinking they were really going to try to do some bait and switch, because the first 2 sets of 2 figures were 40 each, so that's 80 plus 110, so it's 190 for the full set, which isn't really that bad, and it's considerably cheaper than the first go around, because I am going to build that Minosaur. When I build that Minosaur, it's going to be the best one. It is the best one on the market in Legend scale currently, but then again, New Age is making theirs. I am not in on the New Age. Nothing against New Age, but I'm trying to be affordable here. And I'm really on the verge of maybe going in on the Magic Square version of Computron. Alrighty then, now we're getting into this. This is an interesting figure. It's a X-Transbots. It is a Megatron color version of Galvatron. So it's the 4H Abaddon. It's a BotCon exclusive for 2026 via Agabus. So you have to go. Now, you might have to go through Agabus only to get it. I think Shozi might get it. I don't know. But for now, I'm just going to say, you know, if you really want this, go through Agabus. I'm a little on the fence myself, but it's cool. I would probably pick it up. I do like the figure. In figure mode, I like it. I don't ever want to transform that mold again, but I'm also dealing with post-traumatic stress syndrome. Stress being the piece of plastic. It didn't stress at all. No stress marks. Insta-snap, but... Here we go with the crown. So the story behind this crown, in my mind, is that that's the Megatron crown that Starscream was trying to wear, and then Galvatron stepped on it after he turned him to ashes. Am I right on that? Am I right? Yeah. There we go. Got a couple of different head options, aka portrait options available, and there's like another shot of him. Yeah, another angle. And then we got another close-up angle on him. So I think what people really want to see, though, is the alt mode. And it's pretty mean. It's a pretty mean alt mode. Maybe you get it there and leave it there. So I suggest you leave it there. If you get it there, leave it there. Okay, so we got the Star Blade reissue of the Iron Trans. It's the IRVO2 Lion King to go with it. That's what the whole point is. So they're reissuing this guy. And the thing is, it's a good one. I like it. I think that it does some things better than Takara, but it's not as cartoon accurate as Takara. This is the first figure that I ever got that I thought, you know, I like the stylization of it better than the cartoon, because I never watched Starsaver in the cartoon, so it works good. Anyway, if you're in on this, it's going to have better paint. It's going to be more vibrant than the Takara one. The Takara one will match your cartoon a lot better. Just is what it is, what it is. And more pictures of their Lion... Well, another picture of their Lion King, if you're curious what that looks like. I will see the bot mode in my review, but when the review's over, it's going to be in combined mode, and that's how it will be for me for a long time, maybe forever. TFCon Toronto 2026 exclusive fans hobby MB14C Fireman, and let's see, it'll be for sale July 10th to the 12th, 120 Canadian at the Chosen Prime booth. And then, you know, these always seem to find their way online somewhere afterwards. If you really, really want it, you can get it. I'm gonna get this one out of the way real quick because it's, oddly enough, Transformer sites don't talk about Voltron. They're lions that transform. You would think Transformer sites would be all over that business, but for some reason they're not. So we will talk about this. Now, this is the legendary Defender Blitzway version, and it is 17, 18 inches tall, something along those lines. It's as big as the other one. Now, the reason I act like I don't know is because I don't have this mold from Blitzway yet, because it's pricey. I mean, they're like $500, $700, something like that. So anyway, if you're interested in it, you want to go seek it out, and I can check Show Z and see if they've got it. Okay, sure enough, it is $80 down. It is $539, but the problem with it is that it's pre-order sold out, but the pre-order behind it, that there'll be more once they work through the pre-orders. But anyway, $540. This week, your YouTube inbox is probably flooded with B-Drill. That is Robot Toys Waspinator. And I reviewed it. I liked it. I thought it was great. And now that I've had it a few more days of handling it, and I have to make a bold statement, I think it is actually a perfect masterpiece Transformer. It has die-cast metal, amazing paint. It works exactly how it should. The transformation's not that hard, and it just looks great. So everything that I want it to do, it does. I'm just surprised that it's that good, because it is that good. So with all of that, most of my viewers won't experience it because they don't collect Beast Wars. It just is what it is. If you ever wanted to just get in on a Beast Wars figure, I suggest try this one out. But hey, it's really good. But anyway, this picture here is from a Weibo user, so I can't, that's all the credit I can give. I'd like to give more. But there's all different Takara, different companies. Takara, the robot toys, and just several different companies in here making amazing stuff. Yeah, that Pterosaur was Metagate. All right, next up we got TFC Toys Satan Combiner from Mega Scream of TFW 2005, but this is Satan finally, after like 7 or 12 years, I don't know how long it was to put this together. People are celebrating. Probably saw 5 people showing their pictures off this week. But I want to say that finally Abominus is going to get out there and touch some grass. I hear that a lot on Facebook when people are like upset about something. The most common comment is go touch grass. It's Robot Kibble Ironhide. Now I'm going to say this makes his own designs. They transform. I think he does a great job. I will say the legs look a little short on this. The torso looks a little long in the torso. Still, if I had to choose between this or Takara, I would pick this. Still to this day. Because, you know, I am not a fan of the Takara one. At all. At all. Never was, actually. And here is the all mode. This is a little panel liney. I mean, making these from scratch and doing this amazing, it's fantastic. We got some QQT kits, and I don't know why I don't have the information on this. If it's, I think it's for DX9 to make a G2, if I'm right. So I'll call it Masterpiece. The rest of the stuff is Masterpiece, though. There is something to go with the QQT kits to do other stuff, like there's the New Age Dinobots. There's a whole bunch of these. I'm not going to roll through them all, but if you're interested, it's kind of fascinating, like what all they do. Okay, this one's for Legacy Minosaur, and I mean, I think Legacy Minosaur already looks pretty good, so but it makes it look slimmer, and I think maybe taller. I really wish that there'd be side-by-sides. Like, this is what it would look like before, and then this looks like with our kits. I don't really know. And then we've got one to go with, I think it's DX9. Is it DX9's Genrai? Super Genrai. Is it Genrai? Yeah, Mini 04 Superman. Super Genrai. And basically what it is, I believe this to be the filler kit to go in the chest, like we've seen before, so that you can have the figure out also. I'm a little all over the place now. I'm into Dr. Is this Dr. Wu? This is the Extreme Warfare. It's Omega Supreme. Who cares about the fake names? It's Omega! Omega! But it looks pretty good, actually. I need to look up the height. I don't know exactly how big it is. I know it's not big, but saw a video of this rolling around the track, kind of like New Age's does. So that's kind of cool. Well, like my New Age one used to do. It used to do that. The battery is dead, and now I don't know. Got the battery problem. It's not like a nice, easy little AA or something, or AAA or something. It's some weird button battery I got to figure out, I guess. Or I got to take it apart to do it. I'm not excited about that part. Anyway, this kind of shows you all the modes, because you can put it in a square. Don't be a square, man. We're going to bust it down to the smallest Galaxy Toys mini micro level, and then build it back up. We're building it back up. But, yeah, they've got 3 more Seekers colors, and if you like them, great. Seems like they're doing the rounds with the one on the right with everything right now. Looks like they're making a Venom and an Ironhide with Dr. Wu. Dr. Wu. Woo. Remember we used to, well, I didn't, but people would sing a song for Dr. Wu and shout it out. There's Yolo Park. Ironhide. You know, it's my cannons. These are my cannons. So this is going to be, it's diecast, but it's the non-transformable AMK Pro Series. I put betting the farm on the movie stuff, which a lot of people do. A lot of companies do bet the farm on the movie stuff. And with that, I need to edit out all that notification noise. It's funny, I watch a lot of people that say, I'm going to edit that out. I'm going to edit that out. And nobody ever edits it out. It's always left in there. Anyway, this is going to be 3-0. Pop it up again. MDLX, G2, Heroes, Combat, Megatron, revealed. Images revealed. Again, this one doesn't transform. It's shorter than the Yolo Park AMK Pro Series ones. I've got the G2 one, but I don't know if it's how many parts are shared on it. Got the G2 one because no one else is going to be doing the G2 one in the tank mode and all that kind of stuff, but this probably does share some of those parts. Anyway, it looks kind of cool if you're into that. I think there's actually some color pictures of this stuff I'm about to talk about, but I'm going to go with this black and white because that's all I've got right now, but maybe next week I'll have the color pictures. Takara Tomy, upcoming product teasers, new Legends BW2 Galvatron. Do we have that? And then Ramhorn, Eject, Blaster, Steel Jaw, and more. I'm sure there's some color pictures out there by now, but this is all I've got, so now we'll talk about this. Good looking stuff coming from Takara. I'm not in on all of it, so it is what it is. I mean, it's kind of like a give and a take, plus and minus, but I do have one of these in color. That is this one, the BW2, Beast Wars 2 Galvatron colored images. It seems like people are getting really excited about this. Of course, I didn't watch Beast Wars 2, so it's hard for me to get excited about it, but I think it looks cool. It looks kind of interesting. It works. All right, so we've got the Studio Series Transformers 1 Soundwave in-hand images coming from Beidou user. Beidou. Kind of like Weibo, Beidou, all that kind of stuff. But, yeah, it's a Soundwave looking figure. And he turns into this. So, what this is you know, like, you got the forefinger and the pinky, and you're doing the rock on! Rock on! Yeah, that's not what that is? Oh, never mind. We got Age of the Primes, Vector Prime in-hand images, Golden Boy. He is golden. Let's see, who gave us these? This is Beidou user, that same Beidou user. Let me ask you something. Are you jealous when these people get this stuff 4 months before you? Okay. I know you are. Are you double jealous when every picture they're comparing it to something you don't have yet? The Cliff Jumper. Which looks fine, exactly what I'd expect after we've gotten the Bumblebee, but perfect picture. Perfect picture for comparison. If only they would have thrown the Cliff Jumper in here. There's more Cliff Jumper pictures out there. We'll probably get better ones in the future too. But there's alt mode for this, which that works. I mean, that's a cool looking figure. I'm not really in on it, but I still think it's pretty cool that they made it. Right, there's Transformers Scooby-Doo collaboration, collab for short. Mysterious Prime and Automutt. So, Mysterious Prime converts between robot and a mystery machine inspired van. Automutt converts between a Scooby-Doo robot and Scooby Snacks box. And includes 4 swappable heads and additional accessories, probably in one box set. You know, I want to throw a price out like 50, but I think 50 would be really disappointing you when it comes out for 80. Here's the thing. I think it's gonna sell well. I mean, everything Transformers sells well. These collabs don't do as well as I would think. But I just recently did a Retro Wednesday sort of Scooby-Doo. Didn't have a whole lot of interest. I'm shockingly surprised, but I guess I'm not, because nothing Jada has made, was it Jada that's made them, has sold out for Scooby-Doo. So, I don't know. Do people even care about Scooby-Doo in 2026? So I guess we're getting a new Cybershark. It's the Age of the Primes Voyager Cybershark product description. It's 17.5 centimeters, which is 7 inches, and gift Transformer collectibles. Long story short, I'm sure it's better than the one that they made back in the day. How about I cut to the chase and just give it to you that way? Transformers Surprise Countdown Calendar contents revealed. We've got Botbots and Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Grimlock, Elita 1, Autobot, Megatron, Soundwave, Starscream, Constructicon, and Decepticon. Could be Rumble Frenzy. Well, if it's blue, it's Rumble. There's no debating it. I gotta tell you, looking at this, it feels like McDonald's changeables. This last round of changeables, I liked several of them. I have them all. So the pride of my collection was the McDonald's 2026 changeables. But I'm not into these, though. Looks like we're going to be getting some Studio Series Seekers Storm Pack. And, let's see, board member Noon is one. Okay, here's the thing. They made these Rainmakers with the Siege mold, which was the Tetragen. And then, I don't think they made it with the last series of them, of figures. And now we're going to get them with the, well, very updated Toon look. So that makes sense. That's my belief. My belief, they're going to be the Toon ones. It would make sense. They'd be Toon. Like the ones that are coming out right now. You might see them in the Walmarts and the Target one. This Target Starscream's coming. And so, cool. I don't have a problem with that. The only problem I have is that the first 3-pack came out, it was like $80, $79.99. I bet you this is going to be like $120 because they're 40 each. God forbid, $130. So, I'm curious about that. But I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, you're going to get repaints on them. Doing this set as a set. Heck, they should have done the first ones as a set, in my opinion. So, we're getting the Studio Series... Age of the Prime. No, it's Age of the Prime. It's like it matters. It's the same thing, right? But it's getting Swindle. Swindle is my favorite of all of the characters, figures, designs for Verticus. I think he looks really good. Now I wish I would have got an extra. I was planning on doing it, but I never did. But I was wanting to get an extra of the Masterpiece Magic Square one because that one rocks. And this one, it looks as I expect. I'm not... People get mad, like, if I point out the negatives and what I would have liked, like the forearm weird bits. The combiner mode is the mode they care about the most, so which goes into the alt mode looking really good. The alt mode looks really good because they want the combiner mode to look really good, and so the bot mode suffers. And if I point that out, I offend people. I don't know why. But hey, you know what? I gave this thing props all the way along, and my favorite character, I really wish the arms kind of tucked in a little better than they do here. Just think it's weird. It's wonky. But it's not bad. It works. It works. So, still better than the Combiner Wars, but... and I know we're comparing oranges to oranges, but I still think Magic Square did it way better. But Magic Square's not fun to transform. I will be honest. All right, we got a Joyride Deluxe Age of the Primes, and you know, it's one of those things. They seem to nail it. It looks pretty good. I mean, I don't really have any complaints. But if I was up on this with the names, it looks like just a repaint of another one they've made. Here's the alt mode, and so I think I even have the G1 of this somewhere laying around. I gotta dig through piles of these things to find if I have it, but to me the alt mode looks very, very G1, and that's one of the things that I've noticed, that like alt modes don't seem to match up with the G1 exactly well. And G1 alt modes were, well, this era they weren't real world cars so much, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. I mean, I think they did a good job with this figure. Should have put this right next to the 3-pack that we were talking about, but we got EB Games. I miss EB Games. They were better than GameStop. But EB Games in, is it Canada, that they're getting this? Yep, Canada. They are getting Starscream. We're getting it at Target. So that's the reason that you're not going to be able to get it at your GameStop. It's Target exclusive, I believe. I haven't seen it yet. But funny thing is, people always get mad that it sells out at Target. And then that they get all angry. And then they show up at Target in the stores, and they're easy to get, and then everybody's happy again. Then they're really happy. No, they're angry when it goes on clearance and they paid full price. Okay. That's how life goes. Anyway, what do we got going on right here with a Transformers 1 Thundercracker? So they're really doubling down on the Transformers 1 product that's coming out, and so that's fine. I have something else I'm more interested in myself. Reissue coming. Now, what happened with the last one? Which one is it? It's not Slag. It's Okay, Sludge is coming, and Snarl's the one that's out right now, right? Okay, let me get that right. Try to keep it straight. Play it straight. But this one, the Sludge and the Snarl had closed box, I believe. The new Snarl has an open box, open window. They changed the packaging so you can see it. Because this was during the dark time, the dark era of Hasbro. And so now they're opening it back up for us so you can see it. So inbox collectors can see their figure. And they display well in box. So they've done a really good job with this. All these dinos are great. But my understanding is everybody wants Slag. Do you remember me talking about Tonka? Yeah, Tonka was going to have a collaboration, a collab. And all I have to say is it's exactly as I imagined. I'm not surprised at all. It's just slapping some color and some Autobot symbols on some Tonka trucks. And what did you expect? All right, we got this Transformers Energon Surge. Unleash the Surge with official website that you can go see some minifigures. Walmart Cyberworld listings, calendar of upcoming free interactive events at Walmart. Come on, quit talking about Walmart like you're fond of the Walmart. As if you buy something online you might not get it and then just lose your money. At the Walmart. Okay, TFCon Toronto, July 10th through the 12th, 2026. Marty Eisenberg going to be there from Transformers Animated, Transformers Prime, Beast Machines, and Rescue Bots. I want to say this about Beast Machines. Beast Machines is kind of the weirdest era of Transformers ever. It is so weird. It sets a different tone than any other show. And for that, I've revisited recently, and I did watch a lot of it back in the day. I liked Beast Wars. I didn't really care for the Beast Machines, but it's one of those things. It's kind of a fondness of the weirdness of it by rewatching it. Anyhow, Marty Eisenberg, and I do look forward to the third-party panel. I am guessing there's going to be some whoppers, some big reveals. Okay, as Transformers segment nears an end, there's a couple of things I want to show that's not official. This, I think, is fan art of someone who made a beta. Is it Betamax? But it's a VCR. It turns from VCR into robot and back. And nothing gets by him. He records everything, possesses a database of countless hours of tactical information. In Robot Mode, he uses his sonic disruptor to scramble enemy communications and create openings for Autobot text. Anyway, I just thought it was kind of cool. And I don't know who to credit that last one to. It was like a random thing I saw and I screen captured it and I can't find it again. That's every week something like that pops up. And then here we go with clearance on, well, we knew the Chiefs were going to get clearanced out. Nobody cares about the Chiefs anymore. They've messed up. And then Tundra Prime. And I don't know, maybe some 12-year-old girls will be buying this, you know, to celebrate the whole Taylor Swift wedding with the Chief. Oh, whatever. It's a Travis Kelce joke, I guess. Knight Rider Kit. This is the one that was Ramen Toy and Entertainment Earth collab. You can now get it at BBTS. And I had a price, $360. Okay, so that's about the same as if you got the pre-order early bird for $300 because it was going to charge about $50 to ship. It's a little bit more, not a lot more. But you only have to put $36 down, and you don't got to pay the rest of it until it releases in... When is this thing coming out? It's in 2027. July of 2027. So that's a full year away. So put $36 down now through BBTS, and you don't got to pay the rest until July of next year. You know it's coming. A lot of people will be like, what if it doesn't show up? Well, you know what? Ramen Toys never let us down yet. So it's a good record. NECA Santa Leatherface preview. If this means something to you, I don't know. There's a lot more stuff coming, but I'm just going in the order that it's presented to me, or that I lazily stumbled across it. Fortnite Mares NECA. So these do look articulated. I know NECA did a lot of the Toonie Terror stuff, which I thought that's what this was, but they do have articulation to them. And so I guess pre-orders are up for this at places. Probably BBTS. Mezco, 5 points of articulation. Batman, available on the Mezco site. I don't know if it's available at BBTS or not. It says it's exclusive to them. $28 plus whatever ridiculous shipping they conjure up. That's why I don't like ordering straight from sites. You always got to pay a stupid extra shipping. So you're going to order 12 things times 7. You wasted $100 or something along those lines. That's $84. Anyway, the Mezco statue. It looks like a statue to me. Like, they're supposed to be 5-point articulation figures, but look more like statues. It is cool. It is fun, but for the price point, I kind of canceled all this. And I'm not in on any of it. Although it's cool, it's fun. You know what I can do is I can enjoy it from afar. And I think that's how I'm going to roll with it. Enjoying it from afar. Now we get into Street Fighter Storm Collectibles. Okay. So they're showing Storm Collectibles, Street Fighter 6 Sagat. And then we've got Street Fighter Ultra 2 Vega. I don't see it in this picture. Anyway, Cobra, Space Pirate, Cobra Special Edition. Then there's Street Fighter Alpha 3 Balrog, Mika, Zangief. Then there's Darkstalkers, Morrigan, and Lilith. So what I gotta say about this is, though, I think I like the arena stuff. I like the collectible stuff that's more expensive. I feel like there's not much difference between the collectibles and the arena. I'm not sure if other people agree with that, but that's my stance. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let's get a little Master Universe. I saw this last week. I swear, the site I saw it on likes to do jokes, and I just wrote it off as a joke because T9 News will kind of put some Toy Far stuff out there, and it's a joke. I looked at this and thought it was a joke. I was like, oh, this is a joke. And so I didn't report on it. Well, everyone else reported on it, so I guess it is indeed true. So they're talking about there being like an office bro and a gym bro, and all this is going to be on Mattel Creations, which I wonder, is it up right now? Then we can find out together. Oh, it's got an 18-day? July 23rd? 18-day countdown coming soon. $50. $50! $50. Don't know if I'm in on that. Well, I don't know. Maybe. What I'm doing is I'm waiting until there's 8 things I want and ordering all at once. Oh, anyway, here's the box. Hopefully I remember to put the box in the pictures because we got some other He-Man's stuff. But, Toraton. I'm not saying that this isn't cool, because it really is cool. But as soon as I saw... So I think we're going to get the dinosaurs. Like, this would make you think we're getting the dinosaurs and all that kind of stuff. But, oh, I'm sitting on this joke the whole time. I'm making all this news, and I got this joke. And this is what it looks like. So I will be waiting on this till I either... Well, there's 8 things I want. Usually 6 of them are on sale for 40% off when I order them. So if I miss them, I'm not going to miss out. But there's this book that a lot of childless cat ladies were reading, giving their... It's just very funny. If you know about this, the milking farm, Morning Glory milking farm, then you know what I'm talking about. But as soon as I saw this figure, I was like... He's going to make the cover of Morning Glory Milking Farm. Hilarious, funny, fascinating. Just, I got to move on. Hey, I'm not going to be looking down on anybody else's hobbies at all whatsoever. I just think things correlate in a funny way in my mind. Just like I have a correlation here that you can't argue with. You can't deny what I have to say. Anyway, this next wave is the perfect wave. Copper Kid in Vac Metal. And if we repeat this same process, heard that before, repeat the same process, then we should be getting like maybe other Hawks in Vac Metal going forward. So I'd like to see a Moonstriker made in the chalky colors and then Vac Metalized, but we still need Hot Wing Vac Metalized. We still need Flashback Vac Metalized, and I don't think we're going to get much past that. But this Perfect Wave, we also have the Yes Man. We've got the poker face. So here's what I got to say about this one. So we never know what color the vac metal is going to be. So it could be anywhere in the spectrum of the Back to the Future colors. Like, I would think it would be like the top of the bottom T in there, but that color, I have no idea. We have no idea what color the vac metal is. Yes, and I'm the biggest Super 7 shill out there, and yet I'm stating this. It should match the color in the render. How hard is it to get your test sample, Brian, and say, this doesn't match the color in my render. Let's make it right. We got the Pantone book. Let's make it work and all this. I don't get it. I don't get it. But any spectrum of this Back to the Future. So when I get mine, I'm going to hold it up to the Back to the Future. I actually have a shirt. Hold it up to the shirt and be like, the point where it hurts. And reality, I live in a fantasy world, but darn it, I can't out-fantasize reality. So the first run that's allegedly, theoretically sold out and magically reappeared a few weeks later for a much higher price point, $69, not in a good way. Well, now it's still $70 on BBTS, but the new one that is vac metalized and allegedly has a very expensive $10 additional process added to it is $5 cheaper. I'm trying to make this make sense in my head. I'm thankful that it's 65, not 75. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. Do you guys see this too? I made a whole video about this wave if you want any more of my thoughts or my predictions for the next waves. A lot of people think it's going to be the Time Stopper guy. Maybe. It's Figuarts making the Psylocke Sentience scale figure, which I've heard the name before. I don't really know the character, but it looks pretty good. It's going to be out in November, priced at 9,900 yen, or about $61. Shout out to a stronger dollar. I heard why. I found out this past week why a strong dollar is bad, and it's linked to oil. And I've always been a strong dollar advocate, but now I understand why we have weak dollar policies. But it's getting stronger, I guess. It's due out in November, so I want to say one thing about this figure. I don't know much about the lore, but I know she's got some thick thighs, and those hips, they don't lie. They tell the truth. We have got a 2-pack from Marvel Legends. 2-pack rounding out the Thunderbolts lineup. Valentina, Allegra, DeFontaine, and the Void. So the dude's got one 4-letter name, Void, and she's got a really long name. $55.99, ships September of 2026. You can get it everywhere. Entertainment Earth, BBTS, Just Prime, TF Source, Amazon. According to Johnny New Toys, if you can put TMNT in your title, you can increase your views by 2.3%. So we're going to talk about Turtles. We got Fortnite crossover with Leonardo, Raphael. This is NECA making these. And when you thought you couldn't figure out what else they're going to make with Turtles, this pops up. I guess they're just not going to let it go. Well, until Mattel makes them let it go. That's my prediction. It's going to squeeze that turtle, every drop out of their blood of the turtle until it's too late. Hiya Toys making like a 5th version of Rocky. They call this one the Rocky 2? Rocky 2 Hiya Toys Balboa boxer figure. So, I mean, every movie had some slightly different stuff going on with it, so I guess they can milk it. Milk it as, yep. All right, McFarlane's got some Multiverse Collector Edition Wonder Woman 80s Platinum. You'd think I'd be more interested in this. That face sculpt throws it off. Like, I like a bit about this. Face sculpt throws it off. The skin color's wrong. The costume's okay. I don't know. And then there's Hawk Girl. Now, I've heard before pictures came out of Hawk Girl, like a long time ago, people would talk about Hawk Girl on live streams and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know who that is. I thought they were saying Hot Girl, H-O-T. I said, aren't all the superhero females hot? Maybe not. There's some G.I. Joe classified pictures. they put out, and like some nice cards and stuff. To cover it. I like the artwork though. Looks like they're doing pretty good. Of course, I always prefer like retro card style stuff. Still, this is pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. It's fun. It's kind of to just kind of remind you of, you know, what happened on Yojo June. Like the live-action Thundercats movie we're hearing about, we're also hearing Paramount moving forward with a new G.I. Joe, the movie script from Danny McBride. So I don't know a whole lot about what's going on with that, but G.I. Joe's success at the box office has not been stellar. One with the most recent 2021 G.I. Joe Origins. Well, you can't judge it on Snake Eyes. Come on. That wasn't even a Joe film. It was like a ninja film. They stamped G.I. Joe in front of it and called it Snake Eyes, even though it wasn't. But yeah. 41.1 million worldwide against an 88 to 110 million production budget. If it's true blue G.I. Joe and you stick to the storyline, I mean, G.I. Joe is the strongest franchise, or the biggest, the most number of people interested in collecting it currently, in my opinion, aside from Transformers, outside of Transformers. But it just keeps getting mishandled. A great movie that just sticks to the material, the source. Or you can veer away from the source and just make this. No. Actually, this is kind of cool. I have them. I bought them. $23 a piece. And I'll get a second set when they all go on clearance. But I don't know. They're in Walmarts. The weird thing is you can't get the Duke that's for classified, which you'd think that'd be the easy one to get. But you'd think that Hasbro could outperform Super 7. But Super 7's outperforming Hasbro, at least in quantity-wise and availability-wise. But yeah, you can get these at BBTS now. I didn't check the price. Probably $25. Other places, Entertainment Earth, I think. But it's just easier to just walk into your Walmart, right? I mean, what do you guys think? Would you rather just get it from your Walmart? Which I'm not huge on supporting Walmart these days. But still, it's easy peasy. Okay, so we've got this here. Boss Fight Studio Epic Hacks 1/18 scale figures, about 4 inches. You can get a lot done with that 4 inches if you work it the right way. What an array of characters we have here. Originally revealed at Joe Fest. Feast your eyes on some of the awesome Hero Hacks 1/18 scale action figures coming very soon. And, well, let's read. Can I read the names of them? Zarko, Daniel Wright, John Bradford, Minos. Another milking farm dude on the bottom right. Cosmic Defender and Jetty Steel Blade. I don't know about price. I just looked at BBTS and all they have are the 1/12 scales, and they are price E. Wow, like $60 a figure. Some of them are 40. Mattel WWE LJNs. You know, here's the weird part. Whenever I watch somebody that truly hardcore collects wrestlers, they will see some wrestlers and they'll be like, there's some LJNs over there. There's some Hasbros over there. There's some at like toy shows and stuff. And I'm like, it's so weird that people will refer to like wrestling figures, but they'll say there's some LJNs, and people they're with all know they're talking about wrestlers, not all the other hundreds of toy lines that they've made, or there's some Hasbros. I thought it was really a strange thing. I don't know any other like toy line or franchise that you talk about, because you could be talking about TMNT, like there's some NECA TMNT. You gotta put that tag. Anyway, LJ and Superstars, Mr. Perfect, CM Punk, Ted Diabase. I don't know who that is. And then John Cena. We all know who John Cena is. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's time for a Star War. By the way, a lot of people think that since I'm not really picking up much Star Wars stuff, that I hate Star Wars or anything. I wouldn't be here making this news, talking about toys, reviewing stuff, referring people to Show Z to save thousands a year, if it wasn't for Star Wars getting me into this. So, fun fact. Droid Factory Chopper Mining Facility Disguise, now available wherever. I think this just is at the Disney shop only. But if you're into all this stuff and you can build that droid on the right there. I love droids. I'm a droid fanatic, and so with that, it's I pass on these though because I like specific droids, I guess. I like the battle droid. Now these are vintage collections, so This is a TFC Super Battle Droid and Battle Droid Geonosis 4-packs, now available at Pulse, $67.99. If you're into that, which it's cool to get droid packs. I mean, I am not gonna lie. I think it's pretty cool to get the droid packs. I think the Droidica. Well, I didn't have Droidica packs. That would be sweet. Droidica packs. I think this week, I'm actually liking this. I hope the picture comes out okay. I'm liking this better than some of the other stuff that comes out. This is 2026 Halloween edition. Black Series revealed, and we've got the Mon Calamari, creature from the Black Lagoon. Togruta, Bride of Frankenstein. Did I say that right? Tusken Raider Invisible Man. I like the ones they did for Christmas, but I think that like digging into Halloween's cool too. It's kind of fun. And every one of the Christmas ones I got was on like steep clearance. I loved that. I hope I catch any of these on sale. I'm getting them. Black Series Jedi Temple Guards. If you're into it, then there you go. Jedi Temple Guards. A pair of them. Like, would you get like multiple sets? What are they? $70? Doll hairs. Pulse. Oh, Pulse E 50. Yeah, around $70. Yeah. Save the dates for July releases and pre-orders and all the stuff. Like, I'm being honest, I haven't pre-ordered any of this stuff. Some stuff I might pick up in the store. Jedi Temple Guards 2-pack Disney Store. Really? Thought it was a Pulse thing. Okay. Troop Build-Up Packs Amazon. Dogma Hardcase 2-pack Walmart. Scarif Trooper and Magma Stormtrooper Walmart, and Jango Fett Helmet is a fan channel exclusive. Anyway, yeah, if there it is. If you're interested in that, so Disney Store for the Droid Factory stuff. But I will say it is kind of funny seeing He-Man figures working out because, like, they don't just get in that shape naturally. But let me know what you guys think about this week's weekly news in review. What else is going on out there that I missed? What other cool stuff? Because I like to stay in the know. Happy 4th of July. Happy 250th. And I hope everybody around the world has a great day. Teddy Hanger out.